welcome to Quirky Books with Katie. Today I'm going to be telling you about the book Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. And if you couldn't tell from the making out on the cover, this is a contemporary romance book. I really don't like the cover, but the book was amazing. So you know what? We can just ignore the cover. This book is about two people. It's told from two points of view. The first person is Echo Emerson, and in her sophomore year of high school, which is the year before the book began, she had a traumatic experience happen to her where she got all these scars on her arms and she cannot remember what happens. And when she comes back to school the next year, she kind of becomes a social outcast. And the other lead is Noah Hutchins, who is kind of like the tortured bad boy who gets in a lot of trouble, but all he's really doing is trying to piece back his family together. And throughout the course of the book, these two fall in love. Shocker. And I really, really love this book. It was amazing. It was totally unlike any contemporary I've read in a really long time. What made this book different was its emotional level. Most contemporaries you read for fun because they're light and fluffy and they make you giggle. That was not this book. This book, there was a lot of times where the material got really dark and it made you want to cry and it was scary, but I think that was the great thing about this book. But another pro about this book is definitely the writing. There were so many quotes that were just amazing. I have to go like them all on Goodreads now, but it was really good. I really liked the writer's writing style. My favorite pro about this book would have to be the character development. That is my biggest problem with contemporaries because they don't have a lot of character development. Noah and Echo were both just such round characters. They had so much depth to them. They had their flaws, but you also came to really grow to love each of them as the story went on. It was just amazing. And now I'm going to get to the spoiler parts of the review. So if you have any doubts about reading this book, just go do it. I promise you will not be disappointed. And when you're done reading it, come back and watch the review. Okay, spoiler time. The one thing about this book that I was not expecting and kind of disappointed by, though, was the ending. You finally find out what happened to Echo last year. You finally find out the stuff with her mom. And it turns out that her mom was trying to kill herself, and Echo showed up, and then her mom drugged her with sleeping pills and tried to kill her too. Throughout this book, Echo sees her mom as kind of like the strong one, the one that really cared about her, and that her dad really hates her. And when Echo finally finds out what really happened to her, it kind of switches, and that was something I was not expecting. I did not expect Echo's mom to be just a horrible person. I felt so bad for Echo because throughout this whole book, she thought her mom was the strong one, and then she kind of becomes disillusioned with everything because her mom's really just crazy person. And I mean, overall, I liked the ending of the book. It wasn't what I was expecting. It wasn't the emotional. I think, the only thing I really didn't love about this book was the ending, and I didn't hate the ending. I liked it. So overall, if you're looking for a good emotional book or an emotional contemporary, you should definitely go check this out. I adored this book to no end. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was just such an amazing book. I loved it. This is one of my favorite books of this year by far, definitely. And I am really anxious to pick up the second book. I don't know if you call it a series or just a string of companion novels, but the second book is called Dare You To, and I think it came out in February, and I actually got it on my Kindle for $3, which is good. And I know the third book in the series comes out in the fall, so I will probably be picking that up as well. So if you've read this book, let me know down below what you thought. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you again soon.